I'm always thinking to myself, what is it that I do right in life? And what is it that I do wrong in life? How am I navigating this thing in a successful way? And oftentimes the conclusion I get to is, dude, you made 100 YouTube videos and you said to yourself you're successful. So now, play with it. Have fun. Enjoy this life. I think we get to a stage with our personalities, with our just the things that we believe in life, that we just kind of have to rock with it. And it's the classic Bruce Lee thing where, you know, I'm not afraid of someone that has 1,000 different kicks. I'm afraid of someone that's done one kick 10,000 times. Do that kick. Do you 10,000 times. And I promise you, opportunity is going to fall in your lap. They're going to fall in your lap, but sometimes it's a big weight to fall in your lap. Sometimes it'll feel like there's fire on your lap. Sometimes you're going to get a whole bucket of water on your lap. And it's not going to look like an opportunity, but it's your job to say, hey, it's raining anyway. You know, there's a lot that I've been thinking about recently in terms of the concept of partnerships in life, and how our lack of trust often stems from a naive belief that every single situation in life is the same. The reality is, this life is incredibly beautiful and incredibly diverse. And all it really takes is an appreciation for nature. Like the variety of different bugs I'm sure you've seen if you've observed in your life. The variety of different plants. You know, and even in a species of plant, a species of bug, the size, the size of the limbs, the size of their antlers, the way that they walk, the way that they go about choosing how to get prey or food, like everything is unique. So when I think to myself, you know, I'm starting to get a little bit more pessimistic about life because I got my heart broken for X reason, or I took this opportunity and it didn't pan out well. Well, it's like, I would rather be a courageous person. At the end of the day, I'd rather be a courageous person that says, listen, I've been through crazy shit in my life, but I'm still down for more. And so, in the process of thinking about partnerships a lot, in the process of delegating a lot, in the process of building out, hopefully, things that are beneficial to society in some way, I think the universe has given me an opportunity here today, as I've become partial owner of a corporation that a good friend of mine owns. And there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. There's a lot of stress that comes with responsibility in general. And I think it's very important to accept some of those responsibilities in life, especially when you set a goal big enough to take your life to do. My first goal that I ever set for myself is to be the beloved. What does it mean to be the beloved? It means, to me, that when the way that I make people feel, that matters. Because I might die tomorrow, or I might leave, and I might not be back for the next 6 months or a year or whatever, but people will remember the way that I make them feel. And that's incredibly important to me. As someone that talks about emotional intelligence all day, every day, and strategizing in general, it makes a lot of sense to give a shit about how you make people feel. The other goal that I set for myself years after that was to make $1 billion. And I didn't quite understand, I didn't quite comprehend the entirety of that goal, because I set it with the caveat that I have to be willing to sacrifice something. And the thing that I'm willing to sacrifice for being worth $1 billion is trifling in life. Meaning that when the little things break down, when I'm not looking at you, scrapper, I'm looking past you, Jay-Z line. You know, when people are going crazy over the weather, when someone tells me that I need to buy that thing just because I need to. Trifling. And unfortunately, I'm doing a phenomenal job. Unfortunately or fortunately, I'm doing a phenomenal job giving up trifling. And it's creating a tremendous rift in my life, in the sense that I cannot hang out with the same people that I once used to hang out with without feeling a certain way. I can't go and do certain things in my life without feeling a certain way about them. You know, like I can't go to a bar and spend money on a bunch of drinks and just get shit-faced anymore, because it's not fun. It's trifling. Or if someone comes at me with a problem that I think is kind of naive and silly, I don't sit around and try to make them feel like it's something serious. It's trifling. And I used to love sitting there and hearing people out. You know, people that needed my time or wanted my time and my attention. I used to be a lot better at giving that time. But now I have a tremendous value of my time. Like, my time currently hourly is probably worth $5,000 to $10,000 an hour, something like that. So it's like, I better be really careful how I'm spending that time. I'm spending that quite literally capital, you know. And so making these videos to me is hopefully valuable to you, first and foremost, but also incredibly therapeutic to me, because the beloved was always the first goal. The first goal has always been to make people feel a certain way. And so as I grow as a person, as I grow my understanding of businesses, of scaling businesses, of creating systems that function in the long term, I get really excited when I meet people that have crazy goals like mine. You know, it really pulls me into line, into order, to say, hey, like, you might be tired, but you got shit to do that no one else can do. Only you can do it. It can be a lot. It can be a lot. And I'm sure if you're watching this video and you're, you know, you're places in your life you never thought you'd be, I'm sure that you spent about a year of your life or more completely changing how you do things. Completely changing the way that you think about the world. Right? Like, the only way to get somewhere in life where we haven't been is to do things that we've never done. And I intend to continue doing things I've never done. Because what's the worst case scenario? I lose all of my money, I lose my house, whatever. Okay, I can probably get it back. I have the skills. I've invested in myself enough. I know. So this is a message to you, perhaps future Tarab, if you watch this video, that congratulations, dog. You know, you've done it. You've done it, which is, you're moving. You're taking big steps. Steps that other people are too afraid to make, or not necessarily educated enough to make. And at the end of the day, you still have freedom. So cheers. Cheers, my dude. And cheers to whoever's watching. Actualize your potential, catalyst. This world needs you. Take care of yourself.